Hello friends, it is another weekend and I am going to be talking a little about the current events, things that happened during the course of the week. And of course we know that Trump went to London, um, was treated quite well by the royals and not quite as well by the general public, which knows what a piece of, he is. And he had to read his thank you speech at dinner because he has no brain left to form coherent sentences anymore. Now, I'm not trying to disparage people who have Alzheimer's and who struggle to speak, but you don't want to elect someone like that to the presidency of the United States. And everybody can see that he's completely falling apart, which is probably okay with the Federalist Society because they can use him as a pawn. They can just push him around and dangle, things in front of his face. So we'll give you this and we'll give you that and you can have this. And that's all he cares about, right? How much more prestige, how much more power, how much more... But you know what? He's going to die. And he's not going to be able to take one damn bit of it with him. All he's going to take with him is the knowledge of how badly he destroyed the United States or attempted to destroy the United States. And he's not going to succeed, and they're not going to succeed. They won't. And then we had the issue with Jimmy Kimmel. Trump is managing to blackmail, basically, all kinds of corporations. Maybe blackmail is not the right... It should be the RICO crimes. I forget what that statute is called, but he's committing all of these crimes by stifling the freedom of speech. And what Jimmy Kimmel had to say was not very offensive. I could say a whole lot much more offensive stuff about the guy who was assassinated, and I tell you, I don't miss him. I never knew him before he got shot. I'm glad I didn't. I would not have liked this man. I have no respect for someone that preaches that kind of hate. So Jimmy Kimmel was very, very gentle when he made any reference to this at all. And Trump somehow thinks that the moment you say anything negative, he considers it negative, against this cult he is running, that makes you an enemy of some kind. So folks, don't let him terrify you. Don't let him intimidate you. We need to keep standing. We need to keep speaking. While we are able to speak, we need to keep speaking. And this will turn itself around because even MAGAs are getting fed up with his refusal to release the Epstein files. Because you know what? The pedophile he's most interested in protecting is himself, right? I mean, a couple of weeks ago, I pointed out that Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to be flipping on Trump. And this is coming to a head at this point, so keep your eyes on her. When someone as volatile and crazy and QAnon conspiracy involved as Marjorie Taylor Greene pulls away from the MAGAs because she's not getting what she wants out of the president, you can watch other people start to change and get away from worshiping the golden calf. Then of course there's also the matter of Ukraine. Apparently Trump was not able to wave his little hands and make that situation go away, so now he's losing interest. And then there's Israel and the Israelis. I mean, Netanyahu, I don't blame the Israelis as a whole, no more than I blame the Germans as a whole. When it was, discrete individuals that caused the Holocaust and discrete individuals that are causing the destruction of Palestine. Anyway, Netanyahu declared that anybody who recognizes Palestine as an independent state will be on his shit list. And I don't know what he's planning on doing with that. Maybe, the country of Israel maybe just needs to be isolated if that's his attitude. If his attitude is, we're the only people entitled to be on this land, because they're not. I mean, Abraham and his flock walked away from that land, the land that God supposedly gave them, right? They went to Egypt. They were there for generations. And then they came back as if they were a privacy fence around Israel, with a do not trespass. And the Palestinians come from the same progenitor as the Israelis, right? Also children of Abraham. So the craziness that's going on in the world, I mean, it has to come to a head, it has to come to a boil, and sooner or later it just has to be done. The ugliness, the hatefulness, the meanness. Anyway, I want you all to take heart. There are lots of us out there resisting in all kinds of ways. And thank God, knock on wood, most of the courts are upholding the rule of law. This does not apply to the Supreme Court right wing. I am beyond disappointed in them. I would yank every one of those guys out over there and put them behind bars if I could do it, because they have violated their oath of office and they are delivering us to a dictatorship. And they deserve to be incarcerated. I really believe that. I think they need to go. They really need to go. And the Federalist Society next. We need to root those guys out one by one. In the meantime, however, keep resisting, keep talking, keep writing, keep marching, keep sending letters. Let everybody know that you are not going along with the agenda the hoodlums have planned. We are going to resist, and we're going to rise up. The eagle that I wrote about the other day, that eagle is going to rise like a phoenix. And right now I'm feeling very vengeful at the moment. I really would like to see consequences for the people that have betrayed the Constitution. Every one of them, every single one of them, every single person who contributed to Project 2025, I want to see them behind bars. And those guys, January 6 guys, back behind bars. And any pardon snatched away from them. We're not there yet. We have a ways to go. But we will get there if we don't lose heart. If we don't let ourselves be bamboozled or railroaded. So, folks, not a great weekend message for me today. But I'm feeling optimistic. I'm always optimistic. I am the eternal optimist. So I wish you a good coming week. And do not let your fears overtake you. Think of what Gandhi went through in India when he was fighting for the people there who were treated like serfs and slaves and lesser beings. And he came back again and again and again. He didn't preach hatefulness, he didn't preach revenge like me. He preached love, and you guys can do better. And we will. It will improve. You have to believe that. And we will have a better country when all is said and done. I believe that. We just have to cook these evil seeds out, get them out into the open and expose them and deal with them. Alright. And they're just us having another life. All of these bad guys, they're us in another life. Keep remembering that. And you won't be inclined to hate them as much. Alright. Ciao.